Paranihi there, the 9.
As we see Waikato about to kick off, and boy, I'm excited for this. This has the makings of a very close game. As Viggo Rasmussen, he lines up the troops, blows the whistle, and we're off.
As Waikato get us underway, and it's a nice kickoff taken well though there by the fullback Samuel Clark, and he's dropped it strong from Waikato in that first tackle.
Ooh,
Goodness gracious me, that was tough. Oh, and a big bump off there from the number 11, that's Caleb Tiu. Again, region of origin standout Caleb Tiu was, as Carwyn Patterson, he is playing that 9 role. He does have the 13 on his back, but he is the hooker for today.
Yeah, Carwyn Patterson, very good out of 9 and 13. He's a good player. Samuel Clark with the ball.
Oh, Clark's broken a few tackles there, and it's a good start for this Auckland Red side, almost up to halfway here. So we see Carwyn, he passes off to Boston Cochrane, who's off and going and running very hard, as he always does. Boston, he's found his front for a quick play the ball.
I think that's fifth and last out. It's just chipped up. Oh, but it's going to go dead, I believe.
It has gone dead there. Well weighted there from, that was Havea.
Yeah, Havea's done very well. And let's see what Waikato can do here.
Yeah, they get a little bit of a piggyback with this 20-metre restart, but Auckland Red are getting right into it as well, as we see another 3-man tackle. Havea, tough man to put down though there.
Yeah, he looks quite strong. Looks very wiry. Oh, wow. Nice little carry there as well from the number 4.
Yeah, they look to go early, Waikato, and that's our number 4, and Tuimaya Maiapi there. As Waikato again, they're just over that 40-metre line. And it's an early kick.
Oh, it's a boot too.
Oh, it's wonderfully taken though from Samuel Clark.
Samuel Clark is a footy player as well, ladies and gentlemen who are watching. He's very crafty with the ball in hand.
Oh, it's a good tackle around the legs there. Almost a bit of a grass cut there, and Burke's over the top to stop him.
They're rolling well here, this Auckland Red side. Carwyn Patterson just controlling things out of 9 quite nicely. As Boston Cochrane takes one up the middle.
It's a good run there from Boston. He was strong last week. It's interesting because he's playing that 13 role Carwyn's named in at. As we see a good shift and a good tackle there on poor Lyric Matamu. He ate that shot there from the Waikato boys.
He really did. His 5th and last, and Clark launches one. It's a speculator.
Oh, it's wonderfully taken though.
Yeah.
From the Waikato winger, number 5 that is. Montana Matthews, he's done well there to just take it above his shoulder as well and come down with the ball without dropping it.
Yeah, he's done very well. This is a good start to the game. A few completed sets early. Both sides are up for it.
And that's Maipi there made that run, and again it's an early kick. It's a 40-20 attempt there.
Jeez, it's very interesting. They're looking to kick early. A very, very interesting call, especially with Auckland Red winning the territory battle. But hey, it's not a bad kick. Hey, 5 more metres, and it was a 40-20.
Yeah, it would have been, and it's an interesting one. They've kicked early twice now. This Waikato side, and it might be a ploy just to turn this Auckland Red side around and just make them work for it in their own end. As we see the 15 there, that's Tyler Falefitu. As Carwyn Patterson goes to Boston, back up the ruck, and it's a good run again from Boston Cochrane. He's done well.
Yeah, it's about his 4th carry early on in this game as Boston. He's looking energetic. Oh, it's a nice little run there.
That's the number 12, Draven Sal, again, another region of origin standout. He's got a quick play the ball in too as Carwyn goes off, and he's shielded well there. As Boston again, it's that 1-2 punch of Carwyn and Boston.
Yeah, they're punching up the middle here. They're doing very well.
Again, it's Draven Sal, another run in this set, and it's a good run too. He's just 10 metres short of the line.
Oh, it's a big penalty. I think he just tried to have a pull at the ball there, or the leg. Either or that, you can't do it.
No, you got to be silly, and let's see what Waikato will made of defensively here. And it's a 10 metres out. Auckland really looking to get a roll on. They have so far.
Yeah, they really have. They're just going to settle one down here. Draven Sal having another carry. He's had a lot of carries in the last minute. I think he'll be looking to have a little bit of a break after this.
Oh, I think he's ready to get in for some more work as we see Boston go again. He's left one in his way, Boston, and I think he might have got that down. Boston, Cochrane with our opening try, and front rowers pay a bit and a bit in the TAB for tries for first try scoring.
Oh yeah, do they what? He was paying at least 40s, and he's dotted one down under the sticks.
Yeah, and Lyric Matsamu, who will take this conversion kick, but nice and direct from this Auckland Red side, though.
That's how you got to play against a side like Waikato. You just got to play direct. You got to play at them. You can't do one-out runs, which they haven't until then. But they really broke up the middle and got people in the wrong spot. And Boston Cochrane takes full advantage of it.
Yeah, but he was left one-on-one with his defender as Lyric Matamu knocks that one over, and it's 6-0 to Auckland Red over Waikato in the Shaun Johnson Shield under-16s match here at Cornwall Park. And if you're too bothered about the heat, watch it at home on YouTube, or come down and park yourself under a tree. The breeze is not bad down there, but it is quite hot too.
Yeah, it is very hot. We still got a very good crowd out here. You can't really see the crowd on this side of the bank. It's packed. A lot of people here. But yeah, like Dan just said, if you're at home and you can't make it and you know the event's on, ARL YouTube, put on by Stream Shop. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe and share.
Yep, we'll be ready to kick off soon, getting underway in April with our Fox Memorial Shield. One game each week live streamed, and that's what you'll be seeing Saturday mornings as we see Auckland Red. And it's a iffy ball to start the second set that they've had after the first set after points, apologies. As Connor Peters, he's barking instructions there on this right-hand side. He really wanted that, but they've gone left instead, and it's
Teo there with a nice carry. That round one of the live stream, he was fantastic. Oh, it was Boston Cochrane. He's put one down. I think he's been very involved, but I think he caught a bit of a low one there. It was a bit unlucky, bit of a missed comms. But not the ideal set after points for Auckland Red.
No, it's not. They really want to complete that set, but as we can hear in the effects, Mike, Waikato really barking instructions. They're really up for it. They're looking to get points here on the board as we see Havea, the fullback, feeding the scrum, and we'll see where the halves pop up on this side as we go off the scrum. Havea, he steps 1-2, nice hands there, and it's a good tackle there from Lazarus Nata. He came off the bench last week, and it's a little bit of an impact player for this Auckland Red side. And big run there from the number 10. That's Tamati Tiao, and penalty for Waikato.
Oh yeah, about 15 metres out. What do you do here? You go for the tap?
Yep, you tap and go. I think they're ready to keep rolling. There we go, as a second roll, number 12 for Waikato. He's been hit hard there over the top by both Carwin and Seiler.
He's worn it well though. Oh, lovely play.
Overload on that left-hand side. It was a 4-on-2 there. They just needed some quick hands and they would have been in there. Waikato, as they go again, and it's a good run there from the number 11. That's Fine Fale, the captain, and he'll want to lead by example too, as they're going to go left again, but it's a scoot, and it's wonderful defence from Carwin Patterson over the top. Boston Cochrane around the legs and the front rower, and I think that might have been it's lovely hands though from Waikato. Wow, what a try that was, and Mr. Rasmussen said they might have gone out.
Oh, it's a forward pass.
It's knocked on and goal.
Knocked on and goal? Or I don't even know what's going on.
I think it might have been knocked on in the goal. It's a 20-metre restart here.
That's unlucky.
We got a false start.
Yeah, false start there. That's very unlucky. Man, there's some very good skill there from Havea, the fullback. He looks very wiry and strong and quite jinky with his movements, and it's quite impressive. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
He does, and that's Don Bellamy taking that run there. He's held down nicely as Boston's going to look to make amends for that error he provided before.
Yeah, Boston's going for about his 8th carry of the game. He's working.
As Carwin kicks early, it's outside the 40, but it's not a bad kick though. He's found grass.
Very smart kick.
Oh, and it's knocked backwards by Waikato and dived upon, and it's flirting with danger there. But it was a lovely kick from Carwin though.
Really is. Oh, good feet there.
That's your man again, Havea.
Yeah, he's strong as well up top, but Carwin Patterson, he's having a blinder so far. That was a genius kick.
Yes, it was, and that's Dylan Tade there with that run for Waikato, and they want to try and get out of their own end here as they shift early, and it's Burks taking the run. I think he should have gone through the hands. He does
he's done well,
now.
though.
Oh, it's lovely hands down the left-hand side here from Waikato. They make an easy 20-30 metres off that one run.
I tell you what, this Waikato side are here to play. Wow,
we had a
that's
scoot down the blind side.
Who's the coach of the Waikato side? Because these boys are very well coached.
I'm not too sure, but again, he's won the penalty there. That's Tuimaya might be with that little scoot down the blind side, and the Waikato, it's nice last two tackles. They've got a bit of a roll on going.
Yeah, they're looking good. I really like this Waikato side. Like they're playing footy, but when they need to, they're just settling things down.
And that's Fine Fale with that run there.
Well, Fine Fale looks very good as well. He looks very athletic.
He does, and that's Alpha Lokotui with that run there. Oh, that tackle, sorry, and on offload from Waikato, and that's what they'll need. They'll need to go early, and here's the number 6. He's throwing a lovely cutout ball that's gone backwards through the hands, says Mr. Rasmussen. And they'll just need to settle it down here, Waikato. They don't want to try and overzealous things and just force an error out of themselves. They'll need to just play it nice and simple, and we see the run there from the front rower, Zayden Bradley, that is.
Yeah, you don't really want to overplay your hand too much. You want to complete some sets, but you want to. That's great play there.
Oh, it's Havea again. He's stepping 1-2. He's still going. Havea. He's worn a bit of a high shot. Patterson around the top there, and they look to go left again. Here's Burks. He's a little fumble, and lovely cutout ball from Burks, and Waikato do have the try this time. And what a ball it was from the halfback, Jacqueline Burks.
This Jacqueline Burks is very good. He can play very good eyes up footy, and Havea as well. Just with that setup with the run, as you see here, a juggle, a drop. That's very, very, very smart.
And that was our try scorer there, Moitana Matthews there in the corner. And they shot them to bits down that previous play they had down that left-hand side, which resulted in a knock-on in the end goal, but this time they do get the 4-pointer.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's very, very good attack as we see Jacqueline Burks taking it about 29 metres back. That is you've got to have a decent boot to ping it over from there. So, but what we've seen so far of him, I'll back him.
Yeah, he's been a one to watch so far, along with the fullback Penesamani Havea. As Burks lines up the conversion.
Oh, I think
he's undercut it ever so slightly. It was on target though.
Yeah, the line was nice, but the length was just a little bit short.
As we see a replay of the try here, lovely hands, a little bit of a juggle, but he's just done well to get it out in front and just find that ball there to the winger, Matthews.
Yeah, I think the Auckland number 7 there, I think he just got caught looking in field a little bit. I think they had the numbers. I think he just need to stand a little bit, a metre or two wider, and that play could have been covered. But it's very even so far, and it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Yes, it will be, and it's just over halfway in the first half here of our second game of the day. Our under-16 Shaun Johnson Shield boys, our Georgia Hale Cup girls played in that first game, and what a cracker that was between the girls. It was Auckland White v Auckland Blue. Auckland White, yes, they did run away with it, but both teams were strong. Yeah,
both teams are very strong. There's that could be the potential grand final matchup, and it was 28-0 today, but I could see a big change. The final could be, if they make it to the final, it could be a very different story.
It could be a different story, as they will have the psychological advantage, though, Auckland White, as Carwin He's trying to really slow it down, and he's forced an error out of the bench front rower there from Waikato. That's number 16. It's Caesar's son there. He's forced an error. Carwin has, and Auckland Red, they're just on the attack here. And that's what they'll enjoy, you know. We're just up to the halfway point of the first half. 45 metres from the Waikato try line of Auckland Red. Let's see what they can produce here from this set. And it's out, and it's almost knocked on from the back of the scrum. Auckland Red flirting with danger.
Oh, yeah, they really are. They really need to complete a set here. As we, that's a solid run there. Get a number for you. I think that's Samuel Clark there. Oh, and Patterson just trying a bit of variation out of dummy half.
And he's swallowed up by the captain there, Fine Whale of Waikato.
And Tiu there, Caleb Tiu just wrapped up, and they get good time on the ground to Waikato. As Boston Cochrane plays out the back.
Oh, that's a horrible pass there to Draven, so he did well to try and collect that off the ground, but it's around the bootlaces. Those are the tough ones to take.
Yeah, it was a spiral pass on a front door, back door line, and I hate to say it, but this isn't rugby. We can't be doing it. We've got to play that shape a little bit tighter. I can see the idea though, trying to get outside the man, but the pass just needed to be put up a little bit.
As Waikato, they dodge a bullet there, turning the ball over in their own half as Connor Peters there, and they'll look to go left again, Waikato, and they do, as see a few of the boys going off for a quick sub and really putting their foot down to get on, as we see a couple of bench players coming on here.
They're rolling the subs, like it's a game of touch.
Oh, lovely offload there.
Oh, he's just met Tyler Hahn there.
Oh, it's tough again. Patterson over the top. He's really trying to get involved defensively. He was the unfortunate recipient last week of 10 in the bin. As again, Carwin, he's really trying to put a shot on here. Oh, that's a towering spiral.
And it's dropped too. Wow. Tell you what. Wow. This Waikato side, Joaquin Burks, he's having an absolute blinder. They had snow on it.
Yep, that did have snow on it, and even I wouldn't want to be underneath that trying to catch it. That was a tough one to take.
It was Matt Burton-esque as we see. It looks like they have a lot of variation off the scrum here. Like, the fullback feeding it makes it very difficult because they can go short side. Look.
Oh, and they look to do it again, but it's the number 17 off the back of the scrum, and I think he's got it down.
That's very smart.
That is Kaya Cribb there off the back of the scrum. He's just taken it and gone straight into the gap, and Auckland Red, they couldn't plug the holes.
Yeah, no, that's smart play there. That's eyes up footy. They've got the fullback feeding the scrum, and he peels off blind. They've got a small half there. Oh, and he's just jumped out to the right, and Carwin Patterson just couldn't quite stop him there, and the number 7, Connor Peters.
Yeah, he just jumped the gun ever so slightly, and
yeah, but hey, that's full credit to Waikato. They had shape out on the left, so they were worried about the shape. As we see the number 16.
Caesar's son, that is, the big front row taking the conversion. You don't really see that nowadays, the front row's taking the kicks.
No, you don't. It's Siwa Takiaho. Is the most notable prop goal kicker I know, but hey, they can bang him over.
Yep,
if you can kick him over, you can kick him over. Doesn't matter what position you are.
Yep, if he does miss, though, his kicking license will be revoked for next weekend.
Oh, it'd almost be permanently revoked.
Yep.
Oh, yeah? Hey.
He's just stabbed it over ever so nicely.
Yeah, hey. Flags go up, doesn't matter how you kick the ball.
Exactly.
As you see here, the replay of the scrum, the fullback just peels off to the right, and yeah, Peters just got caught out, and Patterson as well. This Waikato side are here to play, ladies and gentlemen, on our own home turf. The Auckland Red side are getting tested, and they're quite slow back.
A few discussions between the boys of how they're going to combat this next set here from Waikato. They'll need to force the error. 10 minutes left in this first half, and you know, they haven't looked too bad, Auckland Red, but Waikato, they're really turning up today, and young Jacqueline Burks, he has got the ball on a string at the minute, with the hands, with the boot.
Yeah, the Burks and Havea, the 1 and 7 have been massive standouts for me in this Waikato side. They're putting in some great efforts, as we see there on the sideline. TJ Ashford, big shout outs to TJ.
Yep, he's the one that's got all of this underway, as we see. Oh, a strong hit there. That's Tyler Falefutu there over the top. He had a big game last week. I think he was starting last week, this week off the bench, but we see Boston involved again. Boston and Carwin, they always find themselves in the middle here, 13 and 9. But again, you know, those numbers changes each week.
Oh yeah, they always do. The boys love a classic jersey swap, and it honestly makes it so difficult up here in the commentary box. So if you're watching this, just keep the jersey what it is, because it makes our life so much easier.
Yeah, they will, and to make the viewers at home's lives easier too is our goal kicker. Sees our son there taking that run, and he's got a semi-quick play the ball in, but Carwin's really... Oh, it was a
little bit dangerous there. I think that, a little bit dangerous. You shouldn't really be able to take the kicker's legs out. It's don't really encourage that, but that's okay.
Harlem Fugali with that run there. He was strong last week. He hasn't had a run yet until now, and this is what they did last week, this Auckland Red side. The outside backs just made metre after metre after metre.
Yeah, they're really punching it forward, aren't they? And the number 3 takes a very solid carry there. Opariki there. And gets the quick play of the ball. And I think Patterson slotted back into that 13 role.
Yes, we do see Caleb Witchman now running in that hooking role. That means Boston Cochrane's off the field, as we see that early ball to Draven Sowers on again as Harlem Fugali takes that run, and he's still going. He's put down, and it's last tackle. It's not what you want from Auckland Red. It's a little bit of a silly turnover there.
It is a bit of a silly turnover. I think, as we see Waikato going up the blind. A little bit lost there. Waikato got for a little bit, but solid contact. I believe that's Matanu there.
Yeah, there's Lyric Matsamu and Lazarus Nasa there involved in that tackle, and again.
It's very interesting. Waikato are in a tough spot here. They really need a... This could be fifth and last.
It's a good defensive set from Auckland Red here, as we see. Towering kick again. It's a tough one to deal with.
It's bounced out, but they're in their own half still. Waikato in a little bit of trouble. You can feel the pressure building. The pot is boiling.
It is boiling, and they're 47 out from the try line here, Auckland Red, and they'll really want to score here just before half-time. We've got just under 7 minutes left to go. As we see a strong barnstorming run, that is. The leg drive, the post-contact meters there were just something to watch there. That's what I'm talking about, the outside backs. They're getting their work done. There was Quinn Opariki there.
Yeah, they know the outside backs need to really put in a lot of work. The middles have already done a lot for the boys on D. It's very hot, so everyone's got to share the workload. There's Samuel Clark.
And again, they run that front door. It's lovely hands. Here's Harlem Fugali. He's going to go all the way and score. He just carries himself over with the strength he's got. Harlem Fugali, he's got his first 4-pointer of the day, and it is locked 10 apiece now.
Yeah, lovely play there from the Auckland Red side. It was nice and early, nice and simple. Samuel Clark just knows to give it to Lyric Matamu real early, and that's a lovely draw and pass there.
Yeah, just a little bit of a conjointed defensive line there from Waikato. One jumping out, one holding back, and they'll want to be on the same page just so that they can hold this Auckland Red side out,
Yeah, I think it comes down to the pressure the Auckland Red side built in the previous 2 sets. I think the Waikato side would be pretty stoked to be in the shade right about now.
Yes, they would. It does look like a hot one out there as Lyric Matsamu, he's just getting a quick drink before he knocks it. He tries to knock this one over here, and he's He's what, 20 back? Oh, 18 back from the sideline. Almost sideline-esque here.
Quite tighter compared to the last one. And if you're in the area, or if you're listening and you want to come down to Cornwall Park. It's a beautiful day. We've got fantastic footy. We've got burgers, we've got hot dogs and chips and drink on the sideline if you're hungry.
Yeah, and again, we want to give a shout-out to New Zealand Rugby League and the Warriors for helping us out with this event. It's awesome to see the Warriors, again, providing all these boys outside of Auckland and all across these Auckland teams that we have with the pathway into their program, both for the boys, the men and the girls. And that's what we want to see. We want to see the Warriors making those pathways, and that's what they're doing now. They've just been able to, able to get themselves back on track after COVID, which was a bit of a dent for them.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Once these 16s and these 18s boys, like they've got the opportunity to try play for the SG ball side, which is the 19s, and hopefully advance to maybe a Fox team or a team that's a top side in their region, and then go to the New South Wales Cup. And it's really good. We want to keep our boys at home, and this is the best way to do it.
Yes, it is the best way to do it. And with the NRLW Warriors side, they're looking to head back in 2025, I believe it is. So it's another pathway for the girls, and hopefully the Tasha Gale Cup is another one that we'll look at seeing if we can provide for these girls, because a lot of them are very skillful, and they're just getting picked up left, right and centre. And we want the Warriors, if they're going to have that women's side in, it's another pathway for these girls. Yeah,
definitely. Tasha Gale and Harold Matthews as well, which is the under-17 comp for the boys. Once we've got those competitions all sorted, we'll be rolling. Oh, and it's a penalty there. It's just starting to unravel a little bit for the Waikato side late in this first half. It's still 10-10, but they've got a bit of work here to do.
Yeah, those 3 runs from that Auckland Red side, it was a wobbly touch finder there, but it still found touch. That's all you care about. Those last 3 tackles from the Auckland Red side, just nice, direct, back up the ruck.
Yeah, they just, I think a message of simplicity has just been put out there. They're just looking to complete their sets now.
As we see a borderline forward pass there.
It was forward.
And it is called. That's ill discipline from Auckland Red.
Yeah, I think that's Witchman. He's caught it awkwardly and he's passed it. It mightn't have actually been forward, but the way he passed it made it look forward, because he's passed it the wrong way to what you're normally supposed to. He's passed it back to front, and it doesn't look very good. So it's a fair call from the referee, Vigo Rasmussen.
Yeah, it is a good call from the referee, and I just want to give Vigo a shout out, because last week we had a little bit of a miscommunication with the referees, and TJ gave him a quick ring 15 minutes before kickoff, and he got in the car and drove all the way just to ref the Auckland Red versus Auckland White 16s boys. And again, another shout out to Vigo. He's a good man like that, and he'll get anything done for these boys to have a game on, so we can showcase their talents. As we see a drop ball from Waikato here, and Auckland Red, and they've got a chance here just before half time.
Yeah, that's solid defense. This Waikato side, they're really hunting for a break at the moment. I think they've just Waikato have sort of gone away from their previous playings of trying to move the ball a little bit. I think they're going a bit too one out. They need to try and move this Auckland side around.
Yeah, they do, and as we see Auckland Red feed the scrum, and they're dropping one under again. It's Opariki there, Koen Opariki with the run. And it's Witchman into 9. He's a little dummy who scoots one way back the other, but it's strong defence from Waikato though.
Yeah, this Waikato side are looking pretty good here. A good shot there from the number 10 from the Waikato side there.
That's Tamati Tiao there, as again Draven Sow, he's running nice strong lines, Draven Sow, outside shoulder every time. And he's won a side a penalty here.
Do you take the 2 points here, or do you keep rolling? Because there's not long left in the game.
I'd take the 2 in this situation. Any lead's a good lead, but they've gone and tapped it.
Let's hope this doesn't burn them.
Fingers crossed it doesn't, as Draven Sow, he's taken another run. I think that's his 7th or 8th already. It's a poor pass behind Carwyn Patterson there. He's had to scramble back. Luckily, he was knocked backwards, though, for Auckland Red's sake. He's not happy. I think he gave a little bit of a spray there.
Yeah, no, not happy at all. I think they're looking to come out left here. That's where it looks like the predominance of their play are, but they're going to go right instead.
And again, Carwin takes it deep into the line. If he hands and it's cleaned up by the halfback, Jacqueline Burks, he can do no wrong.
He can do no wrong at all. He's the man of the match so far. A cheeky little run out dummy half. Yeah, no, the tackle was complete.
As the halftime hooter goes, as referee Rasmussen has called it halftime. It is Auckland Red 10, Waikato 10. It's an enthralling first half here, and we'll be back soon for the second half to get under.
The Fijian Cup, supporting grassroots Fiji. With international teams flying in to go up against the best club teams in Fiji. Over 50,000 in prizes for each sport, the Fijian Cup is placing a spotlight on untapped talent. A tournament like no other.
The Stream Shop are experts in live video content creation, connecting communities by sharing the magic moments as they happen. All sorts of sports, delivered on any platform, to anyone, anywhere in the world. We deliver cost-effective, high-quality production that really changes the game. It's the next best thing to being there live. Shoot it, stream it, share it with the Stream Shop. Proud supporters of the ARL.
Welcome back to our second half here at Cornwall Park between Auckland Red and Waikato. It is locked up 10 apiece, and it's been an enthralling first half so far. Regan, what do you make of this half, mate?
Oh, mate, it's been very interesting so far. Both Auckland Red and Waikato have really slugged it out, and Waikato have been fantastic. The number 7, Joaquin Burks, he's been my man of the match so far, as I've stated before. I think he's had some really good plays. And set up a very nice try.
Yeah, he's had the ball on a string so far. That towering bomb he put up here, as we just see our running of the tries. And again, he had a try assist there, Burks, and it was a wonderful ball for Waikato. And then off the back of the scrum, it was all too easy here for Waikato. The number 17, that was Kaya Cribb there off the back of the scrum. You know, Waikato, their tries look very simple and very easy, but it's just, I'm not going to say poor defensive reads from Auckland Red, but Waikato, they've just got a bit of an edge on them.
Yeah, I think they have. It is very, very close. I think the first 10 minutes of the second half will be... Oh, somebody has been double parked in the car park. Let's get that sorted out. Is Mahara Campbell. He's been in the game for a long time, coaching representative, and... as we see Auckland Red's try, just strength there from Boston Cochrane.
Oh, mate, Boston Cochrane and Carwin Patterson, the 1-2 punch, as we see And then this was my standout from last week's game, Harlem Fugali. He was awesome in Region of Origin. He was awesome last week, and he's been a little quiet in this game, but I reckon he's really going to show his stuff in the second half here.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Auckland Red really need to stamp their authority in the first 10 minutes of this game. If it's in the balance, I could see Waikato winning this, you know.
I do. I feel like Jacqueline Birksey might have a bit more to say in the second half. He's stamped his foot all over that first half as we're waiting for Auckland Red just to make their way back, you know. They're utilising that shade well. Waikato, I don't think they were too fussed standing in the hot sun cooking up.
Yeah, it's they should have really gone into the changing rooms as soon as the hooter blew. You don't really get much time, but as we see there,
that's our man in shot, Jacqueline Burks, along as front rower Samatu Tiao. He's had a good first half, Tiao. He hasn't done too much, but he hasn't overplayed his hand either.
Yeah. When he's had the ball, he's been very solid, and he's made some very good defensive reads as well.
As Auckland Red get us underway for this second half, locked at 10 apiece. It's a shallowish kickoff, let bounce, and it does find hands, and looks like the Waikato man just got tackled by his own mate there.
Yeah, a little bit of a foul there, the old slide tackle.
Friendly fire it was.
It's going to be very interesting to see what Waikato do here. I don't think they should go back to how they were playing at the back end. They need to move the ball around. They can't just go hit up for hit up with Auckland.
No, they can't, and that's where Auckland Red will win the game if they go hit up for hit up, as we see an early shift here, and lovely hands, and a good shot, but a dumping offload of Harlem Fugali. He cleans it up nicely there. And
that was your mention at halftime there for Gali. He's done well there to get onto that.
Yeah, good defensive read. He's dived on the ball. That's a 1% play from the young man. That's what you want. Again, Auckland Red, they're on the attack early as Carwin's just settling it back for his number 17. That's Devontae Harrell Epati there. As again, Carwin, he's going right to the line, taking it deep as Samuel Clark finds Peters. Oh, shot there from the number 4 Waikato. That is Tuimana Maipi there.
Yeah, that's a very good defensive read as we see the fifth and last.
Again, Carwin, he's got his hands on it, and Clark is, it's a wobbly one from Samuel Clark. Not his best kick.
They got good numbers around the ball, but yeah, the kick needed to be a little bit better. And Waikato get out of jail, and they roll forward quite well off that.
And that's what they want to do. And so you see the number 6 for Waikato just removing one of the tacklers, and they do win a penalty here.
Big penalty at that.
It's a nice little piggyback down the field for Waikato. And how many meters do you reckon young Burks is going to get off this one?
Oh, he'll get a bit. I'll say at least 25.
25 is your bet here.
Oh, I was very wrong. I think that's about 18.
It's not too far away though. You know, round it up to 20. You're 5 off.
Puts them on the halfway line though, just before it. So now they're in good territory here now. The Waikato side.
Yeah, they're just behind the 40-metre line in Auckland Red's end. As we see the boys on the bench for Auckland Red really utilising that shade again, as we see an offload here. And this is what Waikato did well in the first half.
Yeah, they really need to get back to it. They need to keep trying these offloads. The forwards are... Oh, here we go.
Here's your man. And he was looking for a short runner there. The fullback, Javier, he was just out of sinker tad there for Waikato. But
I think a drop back on the inside could have been quite nice. There was a lot of space there.
And that's Fine Fale there. The captain for Waikato wearing the headgear. Nicely coloured headgear too. As same as Burks' hair. Oh no, what a ball that is, and a step and a reach and a score. It's Kaya Cribbers. That is second of the day.
That's a second. Wow, that was very athletic from the young man.
What a line, what a ball.
Ah, he's got a real good step on him as well. Sort of a back rower centre sort of frame there. Look at that shot. Oh, good feet. And then the right foot, Freddie Fittler-esque.
Yes, it was Freddie Fittler-esque, and he's got his second one of the day. Kaya Cribb, and what a run that was. Just able to take it just before the line, and that little bit of slight footwork just to deviate from the player. That was brilliant.
It was sort of like how Sam Thaiday used to run his lead lines. Just that last minute bit of deception That was a great try. And that's the second of the day.
Oh,
I thought that was going to be waved off, but 16-10. Waikato up on Auckland Red.
strong start for Waikato in the second half.
As we see here, bang off the right, bang off the right again. And a good put down too.
He had a bit of work to do there to get that ball down.
He did. He's that would have fired his side up big time.
Yes,
And
I think it might have, as we see Auckland Red. They're slowly making their way back to halftime. You know, they spin it all out in the shade. You know, trying to cool down. And I don't think this heat's bothering Waikato too much. I think they've got the mental edge on them here.
yeah, I think they might do. It's got a slow return back to kick off. Yeah, the ball's taking a while. The tee's taking a while. It's just
There's a
bit
couple
of a
of
lack of urgency here from this Auckland Red side.
hand on hips, but there's still plenty of time to go in the second half of this Auckland Red side.
There's heaps of time to go here in this one.
As we see Samuel Clark going to take the kick off here for Auckland Red. As it's a nice kick off there from Clark, and we've got the big front rower, that's number 15. Oh, strong run, left one in his way, but Harlan Fugali around the legs. That was Tirakia Moana Monga there with that run.
Yeah, Moana Monga. He's been good since he's been on. He's been very, very damaging. It's good with the Waikato forward. They're getting offloads, but they're not overplaying their hand.
No, they aren't. They're just looking to go back up the middle of the ruck a bit more here. Just be nice and direct. It's simple footy, but it's effective footy.
Oh, they're really starting to roll now.
And we have an injury here for, I think, one of the Auckland Red side. That's number 17, Devonte Haro Epuati. So we see Samuel Clark taking that one nicely, and he's crunched over the top from our goal kicker, Caesar Sun.
Caesar Sun. It's a good carry. It's a very good carry from the number 5 there.
It's Enoke Vanolo. That's a good run from the winger, and he's looking to get involved again with his outside back partner. It's the number 3 for Auckland Red, Quinn Opareki. He had a strong first half, Quinn Opareki. Not too much of the ball so far to start the second half.
Yeah, Opareki was good as we see a kick that goes along the ground as we see.
Oh, lovely taken. He is.
That's our try scorer. I think he's back at fullback now, is he?
He might be, and we have a little bit of an error in the play the ball.
Yeah, that's a bit unlucky.
Not what Waikato wanted there. Auckland Red in good field position here. They're 34 out from the try line.
Yeah, 34 out. There's still plenty of time in this one, but Auckland Red don't really want it to slip away, so they've got to take the most of all the opportunities they have.
As we see them just taking their time to pack the scrum, conjuring up something they can do from this play. So we've seen Waikato, they've been really good from scrum-based plays, just, having Haver feed the scrum and have a half either side or double up on one side and, scoot round the other side, as we saw our man with 2 tries. It's a...
It's still Auckland ball. Waikato actually won the scrum. That's gutting. You break your heart.
Yep, you do. And scrums in rugby league are a funny one. As we've got a man slide tackling the ball out pretty much as Boston Cochrane's back on. And I think they needed his energy.
Yeah, they really did. But, going back to that, you don't normally see the hook out of the scrum, but I'd say it's legal. You're allowed to do it.
As Carwin's driven back a good few metres again by Joaquin Burks, that is. And Cochrane picking it up from dummy half, and he's left one. He's got a semi-quick play the ball in there as they look to go wide. As Draven Sowers coughed it up, and Waikato off the hook again, but a good run there though from the number 3. That's Ryland Taito. And again, another strong run. The Waikato, they just seem to break a few tackles now.
Yeah, they are. They're really starting to take over this game. I think Auckland Red are... just as we say it, huh? Just as we say it. It's always the commentator's curse.
It is the commentator's curse.
But I think Auckland Red on their set plays are a bit too one-dimensional. They're playing out the left too much. A lot of spiraling balls at the line. It's been a bit hit and miss. I think they need to have some variety in their attacking shape in the good ball end of the field.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much head down Connor Peters' way in both halves, really. It's interesting to see. He's sort of parked on their right-hand side. He's got the ball a couple of times, but... Oh, and referee Rasmussen's had enough of this. He has had enough of the hooking in the scrum.
He's given it.
You know, 14, 15-year-old boys, they don't listen very well. And
no, they don't. Not at all.
You know, especially on a rugby league field, it's hard to get them under control sometimes. And we see Auckland Red going for a touch finder, and it's not going to go out either. The tap would have been the preference there. As we see, is that the fullback there? That's Havea. He hasn't had too much to do in the second half.
No, he hasn't. Is it? He may have had a little bit of a position swap, quite possibly.
Yeah, he might have. I think he may be playing out on this left-hand side as a centre or a winger.
Yeah. I think, oh.
Look at the spiral on that one. Wow, that was an amazing kick there as Samuel Clark cleans up nicely, but it's an amazing chase there from Waikato. Look at that. Look at all the bodies around the ball.
They're really backing their kick chase, and they're trying to play territory here. And
they've got their just desserts there.
It has paid off. Wow. That was a great kick from our man.
Yeah, our man Jacqueline Burks. He's got the ball on a string at the minute.
Hey, he smacked that spiral bomb up.
Yep.
Perfect as well. Perfect rotation. He's striking them. Love it. What are they going to do off the scrum now?
Yep, that'll be interesting. That's the scrum play, and it looks like they will have their number 6, Te Korarangi Conan, the vice captain, feeding the scrum. So let's see where it is.
He's been very steady today.
Yes, he has, young Conan. And he's got the ball in the scrum here, and here's your man, Burks, and Burks is going right at the line. He's hit man through a hole, and Carwyn Patterson with a little bit of a piggyback tackle there to stop him from scoring. And he's picked up an injury too.
Tell you what, credit to the ball there from Burks. That was an absolute pill.
Yeah, right into the line, and that's what you want to do. And he's just running the game a bit here, Burks. He's got the ball on a string.
Yeah, I didn't think he would throw it. Then he pumped, and he sort of took another couple of steps into the line and threw it, and it was on the money.
See a little bit of an injury here for our man there, got tackled. I think that was Tuimaya Maipi there. As Waikato, they do get the ball back from that penalty. Silly penalty if you're Auckland Red, you know. It's been 12 minutes. Waikato have already scored 1. They might be able to score again here. They're in good territory. As Burks goes wide, he's stepping off the right foot, but he's swallowed up whole there by, I think that was Tyler Haere Whalefitu there. And he hasn't been too bad. He's involved again in that tackle. He's really trying to get some work in here, Whalefitu.
Yeah, he really is. Whalefitu's really putting in good work here. Oh, he's been on the ground for a while. Oh,
and it's an almost intercept there from Carwyn Patterson. It wasn't touched, luckily for Auckland Red there. They would have been under the pump even more, as we see.
Oh, it's ugly. It's a very ugly kick.
Oh, it's wonderfully taken by Boston Cochrane there.
And a bit of feet to get him out of trouble. But, we see Waikato player in the background starting to cramp up.
Yeah, that is Falefinu.
Still a lot of time in this one.
Fine Fale, sorry, there with a bit of cramps. And again, Waikato really getting stuck into it defensively as Carwyn's driven back. And if he played the ball there from Carwyn, flying out of the line there with Caesar Sun. Look at that, chop some legs out there.
Kaya Cribbs having a fantastic game.
He's got 2 tries to his name today, and again, that's Tyler Haere Whalefitu there, taking that run at Boston. He's going back for another carry, and grass cut down there. Oh. An old-fashioned grass cutter from Caesar Sun. He's in on everything today.
Oh, it's a big kick here from Lurika Matamu. Oh, it pulls up just short of the 20, and here's our man.
Who was playing fullback? That is the question. It is our man. Kaya Cribb, he's in at the fullback spot, and we've got a stoppage here.
I think it's something on in back play. Something's going on.
Referee Rasmussen has called a halt to this game, but Kaya Cribb, he is having an outstanding game. Along with Jacqueline Burks, these two are the 1-2 punch. We haven't seen too much of Havea in this half, but...
No, we haven't. I feel like there's been a bit of a positional change. I think Cribb's been quite damaging with his footwork and his runs. As we see it, that run there he took, it was he busted a few tackles. He's looking very dangerous.
Yes,
as we see here, yeah, he is out in the left centre.
Yeah, but he's playing centre, so that means
fullback. Left wing possibly as well. He's out there. He's out on the left side.
I think might be playing centre with Have. Wing, sorry, with Have at centre.
Yeah.
And Auckland Red, they need to get stuck in here. They're only one converted try behind, but it's 15 minutes to play in this second half, halfway gone, and again sturdy defence, but it's a penalty though there.
Oh, it's a bit of it's a head high.
And Carwin he's given away a penalty here.
It's a very soft penalty to give away, and
that's it's a brilliant touch finder from Burks there.
I should have put my 25 plus on that one. He's just nailed that down the field.
He's crunched it down there, and
possibly almost 35 metres.
They're in good field position here. Waikato, they're 30 out from the try line. What can they conjure up off the set as we see? Strong contact from Auckland Red side there. Draven Sow, he stripped the ball out, but...
Yeah, you can't do that once. This is not the NRL. Oh, he's done it good, the cheeky quick tap, but this is not the NRL. You can't actually drop off tackles. Once you're involved in that tackle, you are counted in that tackle. Yep. So you can't do the old drop-off one-on-one strip.
Yep, the player has to physically fall off the tackle for it to be deemed a one-on-one strip. Is that Lyric Matamu there getting involved under the ribcage there?
And Fali Fitu as well. Just brutal contact. And he's feeling it.
Yep, just a little bit of an injury niggle there as they look to go left here. Waikato, and there he is. Good hands down this left-hand side, and it's Havea, and he's stopped in his way. Samuel Clark. Good cover defence. That's good sportsmanship there from the boys.
Yeah, great attack and great defence. That's exactly what we want to watch for our young Shaun Johnson Shield representatives. As you see here, lovely play there. Quick hands from the number 4 there, but just good cover defence on the Auckland Red side. Shows the fight and determination. But 13 minutes to go. They're in a bit of a tight spot here.
Yeah, but it looks like Connor Peters, he's defending on the wing as the halfback, so I think they're just trying to protect him a bit more. He hasn't had too much to do in the second half, so he needs to get his hands on the ball a bit more, help direct the side around the field. It's been all Carwin and Boston so far.
Yeah, he does. He's been a bit quiet as Peters.
But that's a good run there, though. That's Vainalo there. And it looks like Peters is playing in that hooking role. So that's an interesting one. We'll see how he goes there. And there's a lovely offload. And that's Falefitu there. Good hands from Samuel Clark.
That's really well done. They're both Marist boys, Falefitu and Samuel Clark. And saw a little bit of a combination there.
It's a good set from Auckland Red here. They're making easy meters. Good direct running. We see a slow play the ball though, and it's good for Waikato's sake, but Boston Cochrane going one off the left there, and he's taking a good run, stopped in his tracks though. They're just 28 short of this line. And Matsamu is going to put up a kick. It's a towering one. It's not a bad one, a little shallow, but what a take that is from your man Havea Regan.
Yeah, what a take. Well, he's gone out onto the wing, and that was a very impressive catch as we see some Waikato bodies starting to get a little bit tired.
Lovely stop there from Peters though, but a good offload from the number 13. That was Fitzioto there.
They really need to share the workload here. You don't want to burn the candle at both ends, if you will. You don't really want to make your forwards do all the work on attack and defence, but a very strong run there. That'd be the number 10 for the Waikato side.
That's there, and he's had a good first half and a strong second as well as Oh, we see another
Oh,
towering.
my goodness. That is
Jeez Louise,
huge.
that's gone up, and it's claimed by Waikato,
Oh!
and he's in for a hat trick. Kaya Cribb, take a bow, young fella.
Oh, wow. The crib and, the crib combination.
Burks and
Burks
Cribb.
and crib. Oh,
My
wow.
goodness me, that was a towering bomb, and poor Samuel Clark could not take that one in his stride, but that's our man on the spot there, and he's got his hat trick, and had to jump the rope before momentum took him over. And
Oh, mate, a hat trick in Auckland. That's something you'll remember for the rest of your life.
yes, so well, he's come off the bench, he's been moved to fullback in the second half, and he's looked damn well strong.
Yeah, he looks like the best player out in the park. And we've got the prop. We've got Caesar's son.
He's the second conversion of the day. He's 100%, just like the Warriors record after last night. Can he still keep it at 100%?
I think he will. He needs to take his time here, though. No rush. No rush. I think the clock actually keeps running as well.
Yes,
so
it does keep running. And
unless he's deliberately wasting time, but
he's taking his time, though, and he's just eyeing it up, just a couple breathers. You know, as a goal kicker yourself, you just want to go through that routine, make sure everything's right, nothing's out of sync.
yeah, exactly. You just want to, no matter what, you just want to get into your routine and make sure you feel comfortable. And if you don't, just start the routine again. And there's plenty of time. Oh, he's nailed it.
Slotted over. Too easy for the young man, Caesar's son there, and he's 2 of 2 now, 100% record. And
as you see here, this drop. Oh, wow. And look at the numbers around the ball as well. That's good push through from the forward pack. And they've done a lot of work. This Waikato side, they are the real deal, it seems.
they are, and their halfback has a lot to say about that. Young Jacqueline Burks, he's had a few try assists today, another one just then, but his kicking game and his running and passing game, his all-around game has been to perfection today.
Oh, yeah. He's played very well. He'd be my second man of the match. He'd be my second man of the match. I think the hat trick puts Cribb ahead. His impact off the bench has been fantastic. As we see, Auckland Red down 22-10.
Well, as we see a shallow kickoff, and it's claimed by that man again, Burks, and he's just a surrender tackle there. They're taking their time, Waikato.
Yeah, they don't want to give up too early here, Waikato. I think they've got Auckland Red in a tough spot. I reckon keep putting the pressure on.
As we saw that previous carry from Zayden Bradley, and it's backed up by his front row partner with a little pop offload, and Boston Cochrane couldn't hold on there, but the number 9, that is Turama Parenihi there, and that's a good run from him.
That is a very good run. Off the back of some offloads. Oh, lovely ball. Lovely short ball.
That was Fine Fale there, the captain. He's been a little quiet in the second half, but he's gone about his job nicely as he goes for a run there, and he's almost hit high, but a lovely offload there. And again, it's that front row man. He's taking the second carry of the set.
Tell you what, got a man down in the back plate. That's Waikato side when they're using their athleticism, they're running and they're bumping and they're getting offloads. I tell you what, it's really working and it's hard to stop.
Yep, they're rumbling, bumbling, stumbling all the way through this Auckland Red defensive line, and
I think another try could win it.
yeah, I think another try would really put the game out of reach here for Auckland Red. They'll want to be the ones to score next. They haven't had too much of this ball in the second half, though, Auckland Red.
No, they really haven't, but it's credit to the Waikato side. They've played great footy.
Yep, and we spoke about those early kicks in that first half, and they've done a few in the second half, and we'll see what they can do. I think Boston Cochrane's, he's had enough. It's a lovely take from Peters, but we've got a penalty here.
Oh, offside.
Kick chases offside, but Peters did well to claim that. 3 around the ball.
And Peters just punches it out.
And it's come our way ever so slightly.
Oh, Contra Meriden boots that one down the bank. 7 minutes to go. It's still Waikato with a heavy advantage, but still anyone's game. A quick try. We see a lot of quick tries in these grades.
Yeah,
oh, it's a big penalty.
Yes, it is, and that's a good run there.
Oh, Patterson really wanted to go quick with it then.
Yep, that was Hahiri Falefitu there. Tyler Hahiri Falefitu with that run, and he won a side a penalty, and they get on with it now. And that's Don Bellamy taking that run, but he's driven backwards there. So we see Draven Sal in a dummy half, and Boston Cochrane takes that run, and it's a good run from Cochrane. He's going up the middle. He's just over halfway here. Couple tackles into the set as Carwin goes left, and he's found Don Bellamy again. Good run from the big fella. And it's a second carry of the set, and this one is an effective one too. And he's looking for a quick play the ball there. And he's keen to get into it with the Waikato boys, but as we see Boston Cochrane run a nice line again. Carwin Patterson and Boston Cochrane, they're just finding each other well here.
They really are. They're short out here, but they've pulled the numbers across just in time.
As we see Auckland Red, they're just short of that 10-metre line there. As Draven Sal plays the ball, it's gone out to Carwin Patterson, and again pops it for Boston. He's bounced off, and it's a good hands there. That is Samuel Clark. Well, careful of the knees there.
Yeah, careful of the knees. I think it wasn't intentional, but wow. The Auckland Red side, Samuel Clark, has brought them ever so close.
Yes, he has, but watch this offload from Cochrane. It was flirting for Burks just to try and grab it, but Clark, he's done well there.
And he's moved. Oh, he's done very well. This will definitely make it 22-16 to the Waikato side.
Yes, it will if they convert here. Waikato. And they're just laying down the laws here. The trainers for Waikato is telling the boys not to do anything silly. All they got to do is complete their sets. As Lyric Matsamu, he just nudges that one over, and he's got it. And it's a 6-point game, converted try. As we see this offload from Cochrane again. Burks just thought he had it all, and ever so close. But
the old 180 falling offload.
Yep, the little pirouette offload, and don't see too many of those nowadays.
No, you really don't. And this Waikato side, they're going to be stretching out the time. You don't really want to pull the pin in. There's 4 minutes and 18 seconds and counting. Oh, man.
We've seen stranger things happen.
Oh, 100%.
As Waikato, they're just taking their time. They're not rushing anything.
No.
Really trying to just settle themselves down so they complete the set. And that's what they want to do defensively, is just either force an error or restrict Auckland Red to meters. But that last set from Auckland Red, the penalty, then the meters, and then just easy second phase play was the one that created the try.
Oh, yeah. For our viewers, if we go and, wow, hold up. Oh, that could be anyone's. Yeah, that's a great kick. I was just about to say, for our viewers, if we have a draw, what happens there?
I think it is just a straight draw. There's no
Straight
extra
draw?
time. And this, because we're not into finals yet, they're coming up soon in the coming weeks.
I believe it's the 1st of April, I believe it is, or the
As we see a ball find grass there, and it's cleaned up well by the Waikato side.
I tell you what, do you look for the 1-pointer here? I think you would. But
Harvea says, no thank you, I'm going to go for that 4-pointer, mate.
I mean, 6 would be ideal, but smart.
Oh, and a wonderful tackle there from...
see, they've burned some tackles. I think they could have gone for the 1.
That was Caleb Tiu and Carwin Patterson. Lovely hands there from Tiu. And he's done well. He wants an offload. He doesn't get one, but he's got a nice quick play the ball, though. As Boston Cochrane goes from dummy half, and he's got a few meters. He needs to shift that ball wide. He's found his front, though, so that's not too bad for Boston Cochrane. He's been strong in the second half since coming back on.
Yeah, no, he's been very good as Boston Cochrane. Auckland, they don't want to let this one run away from them. It's a big penalty.
He's jumped early from dummy from marker there.
Got to tap. Don't risk the kick.
And Carwin, he says he wants
smart.
to tap, and he's tapped it, and it's Don Bellamy again. He had a good run before, and he's backed it up with another one. He's found his front.
I tell you what,
play the ball in.
This Waikato side just need to hold out one more set. Oh, it's a good tackle around the legs. They need to find some time on the ground. Could be a flop there. No, it's been told to play on.
So we see Samuel Clark going there, and they've got numbers. It's quite shallow though, but it's it's a lovely little run down the outside.
Ooh.
That was Lazarus Nata. He's done well, Lazarus Nata. He's not the biggest man on the field, but he's really shown well as Tyler Hahire Fale Fitu with the try, and he just picked it up, saw the gap part like the Red Sea, and those luscious blonde locks go over to score.
Oh, the bleach blonde hair looks good. And he scored a fantastic try. And Waikato, they're just gassed. They had nothing left. There's no line speed. No one was moving. In those situations, you just got to move forward.
Yeah, if it's anyone moving forward, they'll take it. But it's a nice response there from Auckland Red. They were down by 12 points not long ago.
It's still a bit of a... I don't want to say... It's almost a harder kick not being from the sideline. Because it's still a difficult kick. It's pressure. If he misses this, it's game over. And they could lose.
Yep.
So all the best from him. That's all I can say. You just got to go through your techniques. It's just like you're kicking out in the park or kicking out in the back garden. You sort of dream for these moments, really, as a goal kicker.
Yeah, Lyric Matamu to take this field goal, to the conversion here, sorry, not a field goal, and he stabbed it up nicely, and it's over the bar. We are locked at 22 apiece, and almost looked like that one was going to fall short there, Regan.
Oh, he hasn't struck it the best, but hey, the flags have gone up. 2 points are added to the board. That's all that matters.
Have, and that's a great try there again on replay. Falefitu with that try.
I think Waikato might be looking at. Are they going to look to take the draw here? I think that could be it.
I think they will. There might be a little bit more time added on.
Oh, yeah, true.
Due to the couple of stoppages we've had. And
I still think they're going to bleed out this clock.
Yes, they will.
What do you go? You go for the short kickoff again? I think so. Why not?
They might be setting up for a short here. We'll see. We'll find out. But he's just gone long as the hooter sounds. And Auckland Red, they have one play. And it's Caleb Tiu, and he doesn't want to risk it, and that's full time here between Auckland Red and Waikato in the Shaun Johnson Under-16 Shield match, and it's 22 apiece. We'll be back with the 18s Dean Bell Cup boys soon